What time is it, my creatives? That's right, it's photo hacking time. And today we're going to be discussing license Q&A, what is personal and commercial use, and this is part of the series for the Bling It On Textures kit on how to use it. And so let's just go ahead and get started. So here I've created a blank Instagram highlight cover, and this would be considered personal use if you were to create this using the textures over here on the side, the styles, the one-click styles. If you were to use any of these, you can change them to whatever you want. If you were to use any of these and save that out as a JPEG and then upload it to your Instagram, that would be considered personal use, because on Instagram nobody can extract that particular file. It's too small to be considered something that's shareable or sellable. It's literally personal use. Now, if you were to create a flattened texture, you know, for your Facebook or for like your profile picture or something like that, that is perfectly acceptable. What is not acceptable is taking this flat texture and then uploading it to Zazzle, selling iPhone covers, selling it as a background. You cannot sell this texture as is. That is not what commercial use is. Let me explain to you what commercial use is. If you buy these textures and you create your own highlight covers using 3 or more objects, like in this example, you can sell this as a commercial use. Now, if you purchase from my site, photohacklovers.com, you have unlimited sales. You can sell to your heart's content. However, if you purchase from Etsy or Creative Market, they limit those to 500. So you would only be able to sell up to 500. That's why I always recommend you guys to purchase from my website and not Creative Market or Etsy, because they also do take huge cuts. So another thing that you can do that would be considered commercial use is if you use text. So let me go ahead and show you an example of that. So I am just unclicked all of these layers here, the eyeballs. You see these eyeballs? I just unclicked it so to remove it, and then I'm grabbing the type tool over here and I'm just going to type bling, and I'm going to increase the text here. Okay, and we could make this black, so I'm going to select it and change it by just switching the arrow key here, and now we have some black text. Okay, but this is just one item here. You could put like a circle, not that circle, like that would be considered a second object. And then you could use the brushes here to create some sparklies. Let me go down here. Where is the sparkle brushes? Okay, so I'm going to create a new layer here and just create some, well, we don't want black sparkles. We want white sparkles. Okay, make sure the opacity is, and I'm just double clicking in here, making some sparkles inside here. Of course, you could do other things as well. And then you can add a style over those blingy things or whatever you want to do. You can make them gold. You can put stars in here, whatever. But you just cannot sell the highlight covers as is with just the background. Okay, you just can't do that, because that would be considered stealing. You can't take this and place it into your app. Say, for instance, if you have an app on the Apple Store, you can't use these textures as is and place them in an app. The only app that I have a contract with is Adobe Spark. They have licensed my textures. That is the only person that I have a contract with, company that I have a contract with, that it's allowed to use my textures in app. and they have drawn up a contract with me and they have paid me up front. So unless you're willing to do that, you cannot use my textures and apps, because you're essentially reselling them, and therefore it is against the rules. Now, everything else I'm pretty chill with. So if you want to use these and, you know, resell, as long as you have them flattened, and you can sell mock-ups, you can sell Instagram highlight covers, as long as you're creating a new design. And what I mean by flattened is like this. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and turn this back on. So if you select all of these items, okay, and then you rasterize the layers, and then you merge the layers together, that is a flattened image. It is a JPEG image. That's what I mean by flattened. So it must, I'm just going to undo this. Undo merge layers. So you'll have to flatten them in order to sell them. So it's not just going to be, you know, 3 items design. You must also flatten them. So that's the difference between personal and commercial use. I hope this makes sense. That's how you can use the files. And stay tuned for the next video, which we are going to be learning how to create the Bling text. So that's going to be so much fun. So we're going to learn how to create this particular Bling text. So that's going to be in the next video. Stay tuned for video 4. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and thank you so much, guys.